The seventh annual Micheaux Film Festival kicks off this Thursday, October 23rd, and runs through the 26th in Culver City, California. With me now are the co founders of the film festival, Noel Bram and Courtney Branch. How are you guys doing this morning?
Doing well. Thank you for having
Of
us.
course. Thank you guys for joining me. Now, to start off, you guys held your first film festival back in 2018. What led you guys to bring this festival to life?
Well, I'll tell you, it was actually a chance encounter with a PA of ours who was homeless. And he was living in a tent encampment that was 2 blocks away from the apartment complex I just moved out of. And he was day playing as a production assistant, but his goal and aspiration was to be an actor. And Courtney and I realized how important it was to create a platform that people and artists specifically can call home, both literally and also metaphorically speaking. So we wanted to create this space not only to provide something that artists and creators could stand on, but to honor the legacy of Oscar Micheaux, who's one of the most prolific filmmakers in really cinema history, to write, direct, and produce over 44 feature films, and for him to do it independently, operating outside of the traditional Hollywood commercial financing system. What better way to not only help the creator, but also to honor the legacy of many creators and how we've gotten in the first place by by then creating a platform like the festival and helping others.
Mhm, absolutely. That's awesome. I won't lie, I hadn't heard of Oscar Micheaux before, but it's really awesome that, you can promote his legacy with this film festival as well. Now, this year, what can we expect from the 2025 Micheaux Film Festival?
I mean, this year we have an amazing lineup of just fantastic films. I think, even just like the socio-political climate that we are in America, the filmmakers have a lot to say about it. Whether right, wrong, indifferent, they are using their voices or using their art to make statements. And I think that's so important. We also really pride ourselves as a festival on providing education and just things that make filmmakers better business people at the end of the day. So we have a ton of really informative and educational panels, workshops, master classes, everything from how to secure financing for your projects, all the way to how to build a social empire, et cetera. So really just kind of locking in on providing every aspect of information and entertainment that the filmmakers need along their journey.
That's awesome because honestly, in today's day and age, it's hard to break out, like you said, social media. That's hard to build your empire. You've got to start from the ground up, and that class, I'm sure, only helps you get there. Now,
Absolutely.
for someone who hasn't been to the film festival before, what does the week, well, not the week, but the days look like for it?
So Thursday is our opening night gala, where we have not only an opening night series, which is Remember, directed by Tara Wimbrey, and it follows four friends who are navigating the trials and challenges within Los Angeles as Black queer men. And then also it's Dorothy, which is a phenomenal feature film directed by Jeffrey McGill. And it pretty much speaks to the legacy of the many actresses that have donned the role of Dorothy, from Judy Garland all the way to Shanice Shante, and how the role and the film The Wizard of Oz impacted so many different generations across how many lifespans when you think about the 125 years that the film has made impact. Friday, we start with screenings from 11 a.m. all the way to 11 p.m. As Court mentioned, we have master classes, panels, and workshops, in addition to a filmmaker and VIP mixer. Saturday, more screenings, more panels, and we close off with our gold celebration where we're honoring six up and coming Hollywood actors at One Culver, which is like this huge state of the art atrium that we're really excited about. And then Sunday, we culminate the festival with our annual award show.
That's awesome. It sounds like an action packed few days. Is there a certain screening or panel that you guys are most looking forward to for this year?
Ooh, Ooh, that's such a great question. Honestly, I'm gonna try to dip into as many screenings as I can. They are all so fantastic. But I mean, definitely that opening night, It's Dorothy, which Noelle already mentioned. It's just such a interesting exploration and very decidedly multicultural and inclusive. And that's just something that's very exciting and very just really speaks to the spirit of the festival overall. And then as far as panels go, I mean, I think one that everyone will be interested in is the future of film and TV. It's the state of the industry address. We all know the industry is a little topsy-turvy and has been these last few years. So we're just doing our part to give people information of like, what does the industry look like now? What are the trends for what it might look like in the next few years? How can you be your best self to make sure that you have sustainability and last in this industry?
And to piggyback off what Court said, we have three celebrity ambassadors this year, Kanigra Dion, Little Rel Howery, in addition to Ida Rodriguez. And we're going to create a panel around ambassador talk where they're going to do a retrospective, kind of like an actors on actors, where they're talking about their careers, the highs, the lows, the triumphs, and also the challenges.
That's awesome. For somebody who might have something that they've thought about submitting to film festivals or have wanted to go to a film festival, what advice do you have for them? You know, if they might be a little hesitant or unsure.
I mean, that's a great question. I mean, really, the advice I would give is believe in your art, believe in, what you've been doing, what you've been creating, and get out there and submit it. The answer is always no if you don't actually ask the question. So
Hmm.
you got to get out there and do it. Also, go to the Micheaux Film Festival. Come see, what projects we have, and then that'll kind of help you judge. Like, okay, like, does my project align? Maybe I need to go back to the drawing board, do a little bit more work, attend some of the panels, just to like continue to hone your craft. So that would be my advice.
Yeah, we always tell whether it's a filmmaker or just a community guest, it's simple math, right? We know 1 + 1 = 2. What you put into the festival is ultimately what you will get out of the festival. Just like creators, if you want to be a part or have your film in Micheaux, you can even start with volunteering to see what it's like behind the scenes. And know that in order for you to succeed and to gain as much value from the experience, you just have to show up and you have to be willing to maybe break certain barriers, connect with people, meet as many people as possible, talk to folks, network, come out, observe, experience all that it offers. Don't just come to one event, come to every single event. It's a marathon at the end of the day, but it's one that definitely pays back in dividends.
Oh, absolutely. How important would you say film festivals like Michaud are to the film industry and honestly the world as a whole?
Oh, it's so critical. And it's funny because I literally was talking to a friend about in the state of the industry right now, a lot of what's happening is we're moving away from the basic tenets of how we got here. How we got here being the common denominator of community, pouring back into the community that is the lifeline and the foundation to what LA is. We're seeing so much money go to Utah, so much money going to Miami, so much money going to Europe, so much money going to New York. But what about our own backyard? What about the creators? What about the artists and the writers and the producers and the directors that came out here with a dream? If we're not giving back to them, how could we turn our back on the very foundation that we were rooted in the first place, which is the people? And that's why the Micheaux Film Festival is the People's Film Festival. And the People's Film Festival will always be the Micheaux Film Festival, Charles.
Love that. Now, is the Michelle Film Festival open to the public? And if so, are tickets still available for them to join you guys?
Yes, we are open to the public. Tickets are going fast, but they are still available. So if you're interested, definitely get that locked in very quickly.
Love that. Now, my last question for you guys. Have we started planning 2026's Michelle Film Festival?
We're still planning 2025.
Well, I'm sure there's so much, even, as you go into it, that you're still working out all the fine details. But thank you guys so much for talking with me today. Can't wait to see what comes out of this year's Micheaux Film Festival. And hopefully I can join you guys next year.
Yes, we'd love that.